Hmm. You have two verbs. Which one of them is going to be in the future? Which one of them is going to be in the present? As I told you, if you have those words, after them, you should have the verb in the present simple. يلا منار.
The first word, manufacture, is
It's
going to be in the future.
very good. In the future, will manufacture. Very good. And what about the second one?
The same. They receive.
They will receive when.
No, without.
Yes, present simple. When they receive. Very good. Thank you so much, Manar. Number 2. After I make $1 million, I buy my parents a house. Just search for one of those words. If you found one, then the verb in the present. Yes, Lilas.
I think after I make $1 million, I will buy my parents a house.
Excellent. Yes, perfect. After I make $1 million, I will buy my parents a house. Because I have after, that's why the verb in the present simple. And then the other verb is going to be in the future. Number 3, I travel the world before I get married and settle down. يلا رغدة.
I will travel.
Thank you. Yes, perfect. I will travel the world before I
Get married.
yes, get married as it is. Very good, because I have before, then the verb after it in the present. Number 4, he ran to the store before it started raining. Yes, Talis. People who did not participate. Yes, Nof, are you here, Nof? Nof, are you here? She's not answering. Okay, Dania, are you here, Dania? Dania. Again, she's not answering. Okay. Type. Okay. Yes, Ilaf.
He will run.
Very good. He will run to the store. Before. Yes, Ilaf.
Before it starts.
It starts with S or without S?
With us.
Yes, because of S starts. This is the present symbol. Number 5. Yellow Jumana. When you drive down the road, you see a large red building.
Drive.
Very good. When you drive, excellent.
The road you are going to see.
You are going to see. Very good. You can say you will or you are going to see. Very good.
Yes.
In the future. Thank you, Jojo. The last one is a question. Yalla, Sarah. You blank argue with me until I change my mind.
Will you?
Will you? Excellent. Will you what?
What's the word?
Argue. Yes, very good.
Argue.
Until I
change
as it is, because it's in the present symbol. And I have I change. You can say, are you going to argue with me? Or you can say, will you argue with me? It's all the same. Clear? Okay. Today, inshallah, we're going to take the conversation. But before that, let me ask you a question here. Do you prefer to read on a device, jihaz, or do you prefer to read on paper book? Which one do you prefer?
Paper book.
Paper book, yeah, Manar. Why?
Because it's bigger than the phone.
It's bigger than the phone, so you mean you can see clearer, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very good. Why, Lilas, you would prefer paper books? Hmm?
Because it's satisfying to like hold it other than a device because I'm always holding my phone. So when I paper book is better.
Yes, very good. Very nice point of view. Thank you, Lilas. Yes, Dana, what do you think?
I prefer to read on a device.
Why?
Because it's like more accessible, and I can read in the dark and like all the time basically. I don't need like light or something.
Very good. Very nice point of view. Very smart. Thank you, Dana. Yes, Hiba.
The sorry.
Yes,
This
you want to say something? Yes.
yeah. Also, it's better for like the what's it called? For like the ecosystem. For the
It's environmentally, you mean good?
yeah. It's better for the environment.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've heard this information also before. Yalla, Hiba. Are you here, Hiba? Okay, Salis, if I called your name and you didn't answer by turning on your mic, when I take the attendance, you will be absent. Okay, Raha? Are you here, Raha? Raha? Again, she's not answering. Okay, Lama Rajah? You have to turn on your phone, yeah, turn on your mics, yeah, Salis. Yes, Lama. Lama Rajah? I'm asking a simple question. Just tell me your opinion. Okay, Raha, can you turn on your mic? Why, Lama, you cannot turn on your mic? Yes, Raghda. You have to go to another room. Yes, Raghda? What do you prefer?
I prefer to read in a paper book so I can mark the sentence or words I like.
Yes, yeah, very good. Also, you can mark, the thing about the paper book is that you mark or highlight the things that you find important or interesting. So this is one thing about the paper books. For me, yes, I prefer the paper books because it gives you this idea that you are reading actually. And also because, I don't know, there is no distractions as when you use your phone. There are devices that you can read your books with without having any other social media things, so you won't be distracted. But actually, we always use our phone. So it's a big distraction. You will have a notification from WhatsApp. You will have a notification from whatever. So you will be distracted all the time. But the thing about the paper books is that they said that it's environmentally not good. Okay, this leads us to the conversation that we're going to have today between Edward and his grandma. So let's listen and see what is this conversation is about.
Page 38. 4. Conversation.
Grandma, you've been lugging that book around all weekend.
If I want to read it, what choice do I have?
You can ditch the book and get an electronic book reader.
A what?
An electronic book reader. They're these great little devices that let you read books electronically. So you read on screen instead of on paper.
But I like reading on paper.
Trust me, Grandma. In a few years, no one is going to be reading books printed on paper anymore. Paper books will have disappeared.
I don't like all this new technology. I'm happy with things the way they are.
You really should check out ebook readers. One of the advantages is that you can buy, download, and start reading a book in minutes. Another great thing about it is that you can carry hundreds of books with you without it being heavy.
Why would I want to carry hundreds of books around with me?
Grandma, I'm sure if you just gave it a try, you'd find that you actually prefer it. Why not go with the flow?
I think this is all just a lot of hoopla. I've been reading my books on paper for 68 years, and I'm not about to change that now.
Okay, so this conversation between Edward and his grandma is about having a paper book or having something else. What did Edward suggest for his grandma to have instead of the paper book? He suggests for her to have something. She always reads in a paper book. She always reads in a paper book. But he suggests something else. Yes, Raghda?
To ditch the books and get an electronic books.
Yes, he said that you have to ditch the book and get an electronic book reader. What is the meaning of ditch the book? Keep it with you? No. What is the meaning of ditch the book?
Through.
Yes, to throw or to leave it with you. Or to leave it not with you. And also he said that you've been lugging that book around all weekend. When you have been lugging something all the time with you, what is the meaning of lugging this thing?
Carrying.
Yes, carry this thing all the time with you. This is the meaning of lugging. Now, what did Edward think about paper books? What was his opinion about paper books? He think what? He doesn't like paper books. So what does he think about paper books? Yes, Sumaya. Are you here, Sumaya? Yes? She's not answering also. Okay. What did he say about the paper books? Talis, this is not acceptable. I ask you and I call your name and you don't answer. Do you think by this way you will get the 20 marks? Okay, Samaya, I'm waiting. Yes? Hi, Samaya. What did Edward think about paper books? Now we know that he doesn't like them.
Yes.
What do you think, Sumaya? He said that his grandma said, I like reading on paper. But what did Edward think about paper books? He doesn't like paper books.
Yes, that lets you read books.
And he said what? Are there going to be paper books in the few years or not?
Not.
Yes, very good. He said that paper books will have disappeared and no one is going to be reading them anymore. Thank you so much, Sumaya. Thank you. So do you think, yes, Alice, do you agree with Edward on this point? That in a few years we're not going to have paper books? Do you
Yes,
agree
I
with
think.
Yes.
you think? Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. I think that we're not going to have paper books anymore. I think Dana's information was right, that paper books environmentally, they are not good. You know from where they take the papers, right? They take them from
Yes. From the
trees.
trees.
Yeah, so this is environmentally not good. And also one student said that you cannot recycle them. So they will be out of use. You cannot recycle the papers. According to her, I'm not sure. So maybe that's why, since the environment is falling apart, maybe that's why in a few years we're not going to have them. We're all going to use the electronic devices. Now, here, Edward said that to his grandma, you should check out ebook readers. I think we've taken this phrase before in the previous years. What is the meaning of check out something? Check out the new phone. Check out this beautiful dress. When I say check out means, very good, Lilas. And also in English, we say that it means what? Check out my picture here. Check out my look there. Yes, to look at something or to pay attention at something. Okay. Now, in order to convince his grandma, Edward said the advantages of the ebooks readers. What are the advantages of ebooks readers? Advantages means good things. So he wants to convince his grandma. Convince يعني?
يقنع.
Yes, thank you, Raghda. So he wants to convince his grandma and he told her the advantages of the ebooks readers. So what are the advantages? It's written. Oh, Thalys, please. I'm asking easy questions. Yalla, Sarah.
That you can buy, download, and start reading a book
Excellent.
in minutes.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. So one thing is that you can buy, download, and start reading a book in any minute you want. What else? One more thing also he said about having ebooks reader. Yes, Bara'a. Yes, Bara'a, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, Bara'a, what else he said about having ebooks reader? He said that you can buy, download, and start reading a book in any minute. And another thing is,
You can.
You can, yeah. Yes.
You can.
Yeah, continue. You can what? You can carry.
You can carry hundreds of books with
Very good.
with you without it being heavy.
Yes, thank you so much, Bara'a. So he said that you can carry hundreds of books with you without it being heavy in this ebook reader. Okay. But the grandma was not convinced, okay? And Edward said, she said that she has a very good point of view. She said, why would I want to carry hundreds of books around with me? Yes, why would someone want to carry hundreds of books with them? And Edward said that everyone are having this, so why not go with the flow? What is the meaning of go with the flow?
Accept things.
To accept things, go with the flow means also what? When there are many people who love something or who do something, so I will just go with the flow and I will do it like them. So it means what? I will do whatever people are doing. Yes, Sarah. Yes, very good. Right. The grandma said, I think this is all just a lot of hoopla. What is the meaning of hoopla, you think? Hoopla. That everyone now is are reading ebooks readers or having ebooks reader. So she said, this is all a lot of hoopla, which means not a joke, but it means that, yeah, somehow when people are making a big deal of something, so, and this thing is not worth it, so we will call it hoopla. كأنه مبالغة. Okay? People are making a big deal of something, like having ebook readers, and it's not maybe necessary, it's not important, so we will just call it hoopla. Okay, now in this conversation, someone was trying to convince another one. Edward was trying to convince or persuade his grandma. Do you know the meaning of persuade? What is the meaning of persuade? The same meaning as convince?
إقناع.
Yes, both of them have the same meaning if you want to write it down in your book. Now, in this conversation, Edward was trying to convince or persuade his grandmother by saying, if you just give it a try, you will find that it's interesting or whatever. Look at it this way. One of the advantages is, one reason you should consider, trust me on this, what's great about this. So these are all sentences you can use if you want to convince someone to do something or to believe something. Now, which one of them was more convincing to you in the conversation? The grandma or Edward? According to your opinion, which one was more convincing? من كان مقنع أكتر؟
I think Edward.
Edward was more convincing for you, Manar. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes, Sarah? Huh? Who's more convincing? The grandma was more convincing for you. Yes, me too. The grandma was more convincing. Huh, Salif? Okay. Now, who's more convincing in your class? I think you are the same student from grade 10. So who's more convincing in your class? Whenever you have argument, she convinces you to have this thing or to do this thing. Yes, Dania, you raising your hand?
أحس سارة القاضي.
Sarah Gadi is more convincing. Oh, mashallah. Really?
Yes.
Oh, mashallah. Who else? Thank you, Dania. Yes, who else? Who do you think is more? Do you all agree that Sarah Gadi is convincing? I think yes, she is convincing. Also, yes, Lama.
Dana.
Yeah, I was about to say also Dana. Dana is very convincing, mashallah. She gets so excited about something that you have to say yes. Thank you, Lama. Okay, we will have to stop here. So do you have any questions, Alice? Is everything clear?
Yes, thank you.